Hello there, fellow model makers, and welcome to the first part of my TACOM 35th scale Chieftain Mark V 5P build. As you know, I don't build tanks or armored fighting vehicles often, but there was something so odd and unique about this tank camouflage scheme that I just had to do it. The fact that the kit was on a massive discount also helped. A first for the channel is that I got a second-hand shooting booth, and so the quality of the photographs has really improved. Well, I hope it has improved because I spent good money on that booth. I was criticized time and again for my laziness when it came to using the same music tracks on my videos. I confess, yes, I was lazy, but I had got used to the tracks and it was a matter of convenience as well. Anyway, being a good egg overall, I went the extra mile this time and downloaded new music for this video series. And the final first is that this time, having been inspired by several videos of people making exploding kits or cannons going off and such like, I too decided this tank should be firing a projectile, which led me to the new world of LED lights and wiring and whatnot. Experiences I shall dutifully share as well. Before we start off, please do hit the like button and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Right then, on to the kit. Nice cover art, although not in the color scheme we want. This one is an Iranian scheme. And this is the one we will be doing. Dragon Guards, Berlin 1983. Sprue map on the other side. So you can also buy the Chieftain Mark X, and this tank also sports this urban camo scheme. Let's see what's inside the box. As expected, plenty of plastic on multiple sprues. The instructions and more fragile parts are packed separately. Very nice. Here is the photo etch plate. Decal sheet. The paint schemes are printed in color on this nice glossy paper. I think there are 6 schemes to choose from. I already know I will be painting this urban scheme, so I went ahead and got myself this MIG set for the scheme. Although the more I worked with MIG colors, the more I realized they are not suited to my style of painting. But more about that later. A quick look at the instructions. Nicely printed and for the large part, easy to understand and follow. Let me show you what the plastic is like. Beautifully detailed and crisp. No flash or any other blemishes. Really top grade. start the build by cutting and cleaning parts for the idler wheel. Next, the drive sprocket. To clean up any seam lines, I use my drill. This really speeds up the process. Now the road wheels. I now put together the spring suspension bogies. The return rollers are now put together. While I glue in the idler wheel and the drive sprocket, I do not glue the road wheels. These will be glued in later after painting. Right now I need to fix them temporarily so that I can shape the tracks around them. Another nice thing about this kit is that the track pieces are already cleaned and not on a sprue. Cutting them off the sprue and having to clean them is itself a sizable and time-consuming project. But since the manufacturers have been kind enough to do that for us, all we have to do is glue the links together. I let the glue cure for a few minutes till the links are almost set, and then take the piece and shape it around the wheels. Slowly I build the tracks till I have two large pieces that make the complete track. I will not glue these in place, that will be done once the tracks are painted. Well, I guess that's all for this first episode of the build. I hope you enjoyed the video. In case you did, please do leave a like and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do not forget to click the bell icon to stay updated about future posts on the channel. Well, that about wraps it up for now. Till next time, stay safe, good luck, and happy model making.